Outside of watches, I love a lot of things, actually. And today I'm going to go over a few of the things that I just can't live without. From watches to rings to glasses to shoes, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because the holiday seasons are just right around the corner and you may have a birthday or Christmas or something else coming up and you just don't know what to get that person in your life. Not only do I love watches, but I love a lot of different things to include shoes, jackets, glasses, sunglasses, rings, jewelry. So maybe this will spur kind of an idea in your head, a light bulb, of what you could get this loved one in your life. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. Now, the first thing is going to be, of course, a wallet. Now, I ditched those thick George Costanza wallets years ago, and I have a thin wallet that I carry with me every single day. Now, I go between two different wallets. I have this one, which is an Axwell wallet. This is their Damascus steel, really heavy duty. It's going to last for life. I actually did a review on that one. I'll leave a card up here. And then my Maui wallet right here. Now, the reason I go between the two is because I don't know if I want a money clip or a money strap like what's on this one. So it just really depends. Now, I love my fiance and she bought this for me, so I carry this the most. The only thing I wish is that this was modular like the Axwell is, but it's not, sadly to say. So if you're looking for a wallet for the George Costanza in your life, they sell thin wallets. This was $60, but they sell them for as low as $15 on Amazon. Just search thin wallets and you'll easily find something out there for every single price budget. The Axwell wallet's over 100. This one was 60, but they have them for as low as 15. Now, one of the things that I used to wear a lot are rings, and I don't wear rings as much as I used to. In fact, my fiance mentioned that to me just the other day. She's like, you don't wear rings like you used to. And that was one of the things that maybe because I work so much and I can't really have rings at work. I wear one ring at work all the time, and it's actually a Grim Reaper ring. And the reason I do that is because there's this famous quote that says, "Death whispered in my ear and said, 'Live, for I am coming.'" Now, I'm a cop by trade, so for me, that means a lot to me, especially in the dangerous world that we live in and the danger that I face nearly every day. So I wore that Grim Reaper ring, which is kind of funny, to just remind me that I need to be on my best behavior all the time, because the people that are close to me deserve only the best memories in case something happens. Now, one of the things that I also love are anchor, right? I used to wear an anchor necklace. I don't wear it anymore, but I wore my anchor ring quite a bit outside of work. And the reason is because metaphorically to me, the anchor is a symbol of being anchored to one place, right? As a man, I know a lot of people in 2023 don't want to admit that men should be the anchor, should be the pillar of their family. If I am not stable, then everybody else is not stable as well. I truly believe that it's my responsibility as the head of my house, as the man in my fiance's life and my children's life. It's my responsibility to be the anchor that sets a stable line for every single person around me. So for me, metaphorically speaking, it means a lot. So the anchor means a lot. Then, of course, I have a black onyx ring because I think it just looks very classy. And then I have this wood resin ring. It is true wood, and it just is a resin over it to give it kind of a nice pop. This is just, if I'm going out in a suit, I just love to add just a little bit of accents to what I'm wearing, because I think it's the small details that mean the most, especially if you're dressing up. Now, next is the thing I carry with me every single day, and it's not a gun. It is a knife. When I leave work, I turn it completely off. I am a cop at work, but not a cop off duty. Now, this is kind of one of those things that a lot of people disagree with. If you're in law enforcement, they're like, you should always carry, you should always conceal carry. I can conceal carry in nearly every state in the United States. I choose not to conceal carry because I want to turn it off. You know, a lot of people will tell you that you should sit in the back of a restaurant with your back up against the wall so you can see everything around you. And I'm like, I'm not that guy. I turn it off, right? A lot of police have heart attacks at like 55, and that's because of the constant stress that's on you. So I don't carry a gun off duty, which I have plenty of concealed carry guns like subcompacts, but I don't carry them because I just think that, I just don't want to kind of deal with it, right? It just still makes me feel like I'm on duty, and I don't want to do that. And I do carry a gun when I go like in the wilderness because I live in Alaska and moose and bear are a real problem. But every person should always have a knife on them. This is my Benchmade Auto. I've had this for a very long time. It stays on my exterior vest, and that's why if you look at the tip of this, it is not destroyed, but I have tried to get into many places with the end of this knife, and Benchmade is, well, you're paying for quality. This Benchmade knife was like $300, and it works just as good as the day I got it with a little bit of oil. And I would tell you that, my fiance tells me all the time, you buy cheap, you buy twice. So spend the extra money and buy something nice. Next on the list, of course, is going to be my TAG Heuer. The reason I love this TAG Heuer, and of course I did a video, I'll leave a card up above. I love TAG Heuer in the sense that this is a vintage TAG Heuer. I don't love new TAG Heuer, so let's get that right on the table. This only cost me like $500. I would never spend $5,000 on a TAG Heuer. That's just stupid, but I love this watch a lot. It has replaced my Rolex Submariner as a daily wearer. Now you may say, oh, TAG Heuer is not better than Rolex, and it's not. It really isn't, and Rolex is really pushing me off as a future customer because I really don't like what they're doing. That being said, I'm still in the honeymoon phase. I've had this thing for a couple months now, and I just love it. Even the chintziness of the bracelet, I really don't care. It's got a lot of bend to it, and it's just one of the most comfortable watches I've ever worn, and I am proud to wear this 200-meter professional 1/10 of a second chronograph quartz TAG Heuer. Love it, and I absolutely will love it until the day I don't have it. Next on the list, and most people don't know this, but I smoke a pipe. I love cigars. I love pipe smoking. This was my grandfather's. This specifically is a Lord Roger from England, and I love to use it. My grandfather died about a decade ago, and every time I take a smoke off this pipe, it kind of reminds me of my grandfather. It's one of those things that is, the connection that we have with our ancestors, to me, I feel is very important, and that's why I love this pipe. I could smoke any cigar, I could smoke any pipe, but for me, my go-to is always going to be my grandfather, Lord Roger from England. Now, I did a video back in the past of why Beats by Dre suck, and they absolutely do suck. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Beats by Dre are not the best headphones, over-the-ear headphones, in-the-ear headphones. In fact, people who are in the music industry will only wear them because they're paid to wear them. They don't wear them unless they are involved in marketing. You're paying for the brand alone, and you're a sucker if you're going to pay for the brand. That being said, I love JBL, and a lot of people don't love JBL, but these JBL in-the-ear headphones are my go-to when it comes to running. These were very cheap, like $50, and I've had them for a couple years. Haven't had any issues so far. In fact, in this 2-story house, that's about 1,800 square feet. It's not very big. And one side of the house, I have my phone plugged into the wall, charging, and I can go anywhere in the house with these on my head, and I have no connectivity issues whatsoever. Just got back from Phoenix, Arizona on a negotiator conference as a police negotiator, and I had these as my in-the-ear on the plane, walking around the airport, traveling. I didn't charge them one time in a week. They lasted for the entire time. Really, JBL is higher quality for the value I think they're offered. Now, something that I decided to spend a little bit of money on is my Tom Ford glasses. The only thing Tom Ford I've ever had in the past is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, which is a cologne, which is just, to me, the essential masculine cologne that a person should wear. At least me, I love it. It's my go-to. Now, that being said, Pete and Pedro have Villain, which is heavily inspired by Tobacco Vanille for $50, and it almost smells identical. So if you really want Tobacco Vanille, go with Villain on Pete and Pedro. And that's what got me into wanting Tom Ford, was Villain by Pete and Pedro. I still have a couple Villains by Pete and Pedro. I also have Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. They're interchangeable. I just wanted to see if the Tom Ford was worth the money, and it's not. So that being said, I did want a pair of glasses from Tom Ford. So I chose to get the Stephenson, and the reason I chose to get the Stephenson is because I tried these on in Las Vegas, and these were just perfect for my shape of face. I got LASIK 11 years ago, and I've watched my vision degrade slightly, not too bad, but just slightly. Enough to where if I'm in a classroom environment, I need a pair of glasses to be able to see the writing on the board, or in training, I need to be able to see close up. I can drive just fine. I can see everything just fine, especially close up. Me, it's been more of a distance thing, so I decided to get these Tom Ford Stephensons. Now, I got these from easycontacts.com, and these were on sale for like $250 with a prescription, and I found them in Las Vegas as sunglasses for $450. So do your research, find out. There's plenty of websites out there that offer legit brands for a lot less than if you pick them up at Sunglasses Hut or at some sort of luxury sunglasses place. Now, one of the things I do love about Easy Contacts is they sent me the original lenses from Tom Ford. So all they did was customize the clear lenses for daily wear. And if I want to pop these out and pop the lenses back in, if I want to wear some contacts, I can. Really cool. Love these. They are my favorite go-to glasses. Don't know if I'm going to start wearing them on the channel, but we'll kind of see. Now, last but not least, I love sneakers. I did a review this last summer of the Reebok pumps that brought me back to my childhood. I think that when it comes to men, you should always care about how you look. If you're walking into Walmart or you're walking into Macy's, it doesn't really matter. You should always dress not with a holey t-shirt or holey jeans or jeans with stains or t-shirt with stains or an oversized sweater or whatever. You should always care about how you look. That being said, I love sneakers quite a bit, and I picked up these pair of Jordans on my last trip. And it's so funny because I never wanted a pair of Jordans until my 12-year-old daughter started saying, you know, your Reebok suck, because I love my Reebok pumps. So I decided to get a pair of Jordans because I could. I'm an adult and I can buy whatever I want. And I chose these yellow and blacks. These are nubuck leather. And I just love the way they look. It sucks that I can't really wear them right now because it's winter outside, but I love me a pair of Jordans. Now, what do you guys think about this video? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Again, this is just what I have with me every single day and what I carry with me and the things that I just can't live without. So if you guys have any questions about some of the other things that I carry, I will be doing a state of the watch collection towards the end of the year with both my affordable watches as well as my luxury watches. I will also do a video on my fiance's luxury watch collection because she's only bought luxury watches with one exception. So I'll just add that into her luxury watch collection. And I have a lot of videos coming out. I'm trying to do one every single day, at least every other day. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, helps the channel. Hit the like, really does push that algorithm so other people can see the video. And let's grow this channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified when I drop all these videos. And I'll see you in the next one.